All right, guys, this is mindset training, and the mindset training is to frame your mind up for maximum success at whatever you're trying to do, whether it's sales, whether it's real estate, whether it's personal development. Mindset is the pinnacle to any of those version of success in any of those things. Being the best version of you. Once you shift your mindset, you will see success in all of your life start to become much easier. So check out these other videos. We're going to start shifting your mindset, and then we're going to talk about how that affects your whole life, how you surround yourself, what you think about, who you allow around you, and all of these other facets that will help strengthen your mind so that you can become the most successful version of you and plow forward in all ways. Listen, I invest over 6 figures annually on coaches to help me change my mindset, because when I surround myself with people doing things at a level above me or 10 levels above me, it allows me to see, hey, they can do it, I can do it. And why do I have that belief in myself? I have that belief in myself because I've proven what I've done before, and so I have a track record behind me, and now I've seen somebody else doing it, and now I know I can obtain it. And you guys can do the same things. We're gonna start with the very basics, and we're gonna build that confidence based on incremental movements, and then ultimately, you're gonna be the person that's your own cheerleader, and you believe in yourself to be able to reach the next level, and you're gonna start asking the right questions. But like I said, I invest over 6 figures a year, and I'm gonna put all of that information and all of my experiences on adjusting my mindset right here. You have to see it in order to believe it. So the way that you open your mind is you start by, one, surrounding yourself with the right people, but you also can start surrounding yourself by the right people by reading books, by listening to podcasts, by watching content like this, so that you can absorb what successful people talk about, so that you can start to shift the mindset. And most of the time, people don't believe that it's possible for them. And that's because of the way they've been raised, from their parents, their grandparents, from the circle that they surround themselves with. And so you have to start to relieve yourself from the presence of those people in order to conceptualize that it's possible for you. So whether that's money, whether that's your physique and your fitness, whether that's just creating some more confidence for yourself through changing your mindset that it's possible for me. I can do this. If I implement these strategies, I can do this. Waking up every morning with a PMA, which is positive mental attitude, is going to ultimately deploy you into the future and become successful, right? It's going to skyrocket you to success. But how do we do that, Austin? How do we change our mindset? Well, the first thing that I do in the morning is I change my mindset by shifting it to, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for where I'm at. I'm grateful for the fact that I am alive today. I have another opportunity to go, whether I can right my wrongs, whether I was a rude person yesterday, or I shouldn't have yelled, or I had an angry attitude with my wife, or even maybe you guys have a past history of being a person that's stolen, cheated, lied, and you've gone down this path where you feel horrible about it, but you repeat the cycle over and over and over, and you think that you're a castaway, that you think that you can't right all of your wrongs. Well, that's not correct. Today is the day, and you can start over, and you can become the person that you want to be. Maybe you're just a person that struggles with getting to the next level, and you have these limiting beliefs. You have this confidence issue. You blend into the room when you're in the room. Well, today's the day that you can change, and we're going to start with very simple processes in order to change our mindset. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to follow through with what we say we're going to do. And for me, I always start with fitness, right? If I say I'm going to wake up early in the morning and go to the gym, I wake up early in the morning and I go to the gym. So it can even be, I'm not going to eat the cake at this party. I'm not going to drink alcohol anymore. I'm not going to smoke cigarettes anymore. I'm not going to say these words out loud anymore. Those simple things like that are going to be what changes your perception of you. And once you start building confidence in you is when you start to adjust your mindset, because now you're going to believe that it's possible for you, because I've already changed who I am. I've already been able to lose those 10 pounds because I showed up to the gym every day even though I didn't want to. That's strengthening your mental muscle right there. And even if it's starting with a walk. I got up in the morning, I woke up before 6 a.m., before the sun was up, and I went outside and I went on a 1-mile walk. That's a great start to adjusting your mindset, because you would be amazed at, if you leave your phone at home or you don't answer any calls during that walk, what you start to cultivate in your own mind. So now you're on this walk and you start to think, wow, what do I want my future to be like? What do I got to do today? How can I handle these problems? Your mind will fix these problems. You'll start to see solutions. You'll start to create these neural pathways to success because you can believe it, because you started with that one thing. So now you've got one win under your belt. Actually, you've got 2 wins under your belt because you woke up when you said you were going to wake up. You went on the walk, or you went to the gym, or you started to move your body and your blood flow. And now you've got blood flow, and the blood flow hits your brain. And now you're like, dude, I feel good. And so the mindset, when you start to change those little things, you'll start to believe the next thing. So the walk leads to the reading of the book. The reading of the book leads to a plan about a business, or to how to get better at sales, or how to get better at real estate, or whatever you do in your own job and your own daily thing. How to be a better father if you're a father. How to be a better husband if you're a husband. A wife if you're a wife, right? And so you'll start to think and cultivate, like, I shouldn't have said that yesterday. Today I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to have a negative mindset. I'm not going to go home when I come home from this gym or I come home from this walk, and I'm not going to spew all of these words to my family and be like, well, we can't do this. We can't do that. We can't afford this. No. We're reframing and we're programming ourselves to have a different mindset. Because once you have control of what's in between your ears, your mind, that is the first step to controlling your future.